Kaoru Mitoma is taking the English Premier League by storm, but there's even more to the Japanese winger off the pitch. Let's take a sneak peek into his luxurious lifestyle, secret relationship, net worth, and more. Kaoru Mitoma was born on the 20th of May 1997 in Kanagawa, which is only about 20 miles from Tokyo. Mitoma grew up in the Kawasaki area. Growing up with his elder brother in a middle-class family, Mitoma's childhood isn't the typical rags to riches story. His father was a track and field athlete, while his mother once played volleyball. His parents relocated to Oita on the island of Kyushu in search of better work opportunities, so Mitoma spent a large chunk of his boyhood years in Oita. Early on, it was quite evident that Mitoma carried the athletic genes of his parents. Looking up to his elder brother who played football as a hobby and Neymar as his idol, Mitoma joined the Frontale Academy at the U10 level when he was 9, and his career took flight from there. Mitoma remained at the Frontale Academy until 2016 when he was 18. Mitoma was offered his first professional contract at Kawasaki Frontale. However, he turned it down to attend university because he felt he was not prepared for the demands of professional football. Kaoru got admission into the University of Tsukuba, fulfilling his parents' dream of seeing him attend the university. While at the university, Mitoma studied coaching, sports, nutrition, and even wrote a thesis on the art of dribbling. The move paid off because, according to the player, he learned a lot of things. By the time he was done, he signed a professional deal with Kawasaki Frontale for the 2020 season. In Mitoma's first season, he scored 18 goals in 37 games for his club. After 1.5 seasons with the club, during which he won the J1 League, Emperor Cup, Japanese Super Cup, and made the J1 League's best 11, Mitoma was approached by Brighton and Hove Albion. He left Kawasaki Frontale with 30 goals in 62 appearances. After signing a 4-year deal with Brighton, he was sent out on loan to the Belgian League and finally made his Premier League debut for Brighton in August last year, and since then, he has been a revelation for the Seagulls. On the international stage, Mitoma made his debut for Japan in November 2021, having been capped at youth level, and since then he has racked up 5 goals in just 13 appearances so far, with impressive displays, particularly at the World Cup, where Japan topped a difficult group containing Spain, Germany, and Costa Rica. By the end of 2022, he won the Japan Pro Footballers Association Most Valuable Player Award. One of the winger's selling points is his incredible dribbling ability while being an excellent team player. Kaoru Mitoma married the love of his life, Narumi Miura, last year in July. It was revealed that the pair had been dating since college. A Japanese blog further revealed that the couple had been classmates since their early childhood days. Judging from their early pictures, it is likely that Narumi was once a footballer. However, Mitoma prefers to keep his relationship away from social media, and it is a decision that should be respected. Even the wedding picture he shared on Instagram did not show their faces, only their wedding rings and parts of their outfits. You'd be hard-pressed to find out more details about his wife as of now, but we know that the couple do not have any kids yet. The 25-year-old might want to maintain his focus on his career for now. Fortunately, we know a couple of things about the Japanese's lifestyle. Mitoma loves yakiniku, or grilled meat and noodles, as his favorite foods, but during the time in Belgium, he loved the fries and mussels over there. Mitoma leads a simple lifestyle for a footballer and is primarily focused on his career and building friendships. He continues to keep close ties with all his family members. The Japanese winger practices Shinto, an ancient religion practiced by up to 70% of religious people in Japan. Mitoma isn't quite a fan of tattoos, seeing that his skin is not inked. Mitoma is not overly concerned with material wealth, and as a result, you would find next to nothing about expensive cars, huge mansions, and other luxuries associated with modern-day footballers. However, very recently, Brighton posted a brand new Porsche which Mitoma just acquired on their official Twitter handle. The regular Porsche Taycan has a regular starting price of about $90,000, so we expect that Mitoma's black Taycan would cost much more than that. The vehicle has a driving range of at least 220 miles and can accelerate from 0 to 60 miles per hour in about 3 seconds. With engaging dynamics, exceptional comfort, and superior performance, Mitoma has shown that despite his humble nature, he is no slouch when it comes to enjoying the finest things in life. It is also very possible that the Japanese winger has other vehicles in his garage that we might not know about. Seeing that he just won February's Porsche Mid-Sussex Center Performance Award, it is quite likely that Mitoma received his vehicle as a gift. Mitoma lives in the city of Brighton in East Sussex County. The details of his residence are unknown, but it is likely that he lives in a spacious house with all the modern features to make him comfortable. Mitoma doesn't flaunt his private properties, so we don't know too much about them, but we can make a rough estimate of his net worth. Mitoma has a net worth of at least £3 million, which is impressive for an upcoming footballer. The player, who cost Brighton £2.7 million in 2021, earns about €10,000 per week and just over €500,000 annually. His current contract with Brighton runs until the summer of 2025. Mitoma's salary is certainly not the biggest out there, but he could easily see his net worth triple if he keeps up with his impressive performances. The winger is currently valued at £34 million, but there is a feeling that his transfer value is much more than that. It would be a great piece of business for Brighton if they sell the player to the bigger clubs looking to snatch him, but the club would also want to keep him because of his qualities. As of now, Arsenal is leading the race to sign the winger during the summer transfer window, but as we've come to know, many things could change before then. Kaoru Mitoma is managed by Athlete Solution Inc., a football agency where his father works. Mitoma is the most valuable player managed by this football agency, and his father always ensures that his son's career interests come first in any decision-making. Mitoma is sponsored by Puma, and with over 1 million followers on Instagram and a rapidly growing social media status, Mitoma would be looking to increase his earnings from sponsored posts on social media. Still in the early days of his career, we could all agree that Mitoma is on his way to becoming a high-paid footballer. Despite lighting up the English Premier League, Mitoma hasn't been able to escape controversies totally. The footballer became the center of one of the biggest debates after his controversy. Japan beat Spain 2-1 at the Khalifa International Stadium to top the group and cause one of the biggest upsets in football. After the ball appeared to go out of play completely, Mitoma refused to give up and brought the ball back with the tiniest of margins to provide the assist for his teammates. Despite the controversy surrounding the goal, Mitoma received plaudits from his fans and pundits for his outstanding performance. While studying dribbling for his graduation thesis, Kaoru Mitoma strapped a camera to his head to understand his opponent's reactions to his moves. It's quite interesting to see that you can study your way to become an elite footballer. And no doubt, Mitoma's time at the university has helped him to become a better footballer. Mitoma was also the star of an ad created by Japanese production company Thing Media Inc. The TV ad campaign was shot in the UK to support the launch of the Blue Lock Project World Champion game. The game linked with the mega anime success story of Blue Lock, where 300 young footballers in a prison-like institution called Blue Lock undergo rigorous training aimed at creating the world's greatest striker.